Hey guys, we're back. I'm Casey,
And I'm Mark.
and today we're going to talk about our experience or our opinions about the gay community, dating, and what it's really like.
Okay.
I will be your honeycomb now to forever. I know this love was meant to be. Video chats every day would pave the way for us. Oh, my baby boy, I love you so much. Ooh, I love you so much.
We wrote down some questions. I think there's 11, so we'll do our best to answer them as thoroughly as we can, I guess. So, is homosexuality or being gay accepted in the Philippines?
It's more of like tolerated than it is accepted because where we are a Catholic country, it's
Very Catholic. There's churches literally on every corner. Of course, Mark's family accept
Yeah.
him, and everywhere we go, to be honest, I see lots of gay people. They have Miss Gay pageants.
Yeah.
We went and watched on our honeymoon, and it had a huge crowd supporting it, and it was guys that looked like women, and kind of pageant. So I think there is quite a bit of support for the gay community here, but it's more like because we've seen a gay couple like holding hands at the mall just a few days ago, and nobody says anything. So I don't think you have to be necessarily afraid or anything. Is it accepted? Like he said, I think it's more tolerated, but it's getting better. So.
It's getting better.
Okay, what is the gay community and dating like in the Philippines?
I think I already said this to other videos. I didn't get to experience to date a Filipino. So, yeah, I really don't
But
know.
you,
I've talked to some
He-
Filipinos, but it's not like dating.
yeah, but you had been on dating sites or chats, kind of, and
That's the thing. I didn't try the dating apps for gay people.
you had chatted with other people before me.
But it's Facebook.
Okay.
It's not like Grinder.
But the Philippines does have Grindr and Tinder and that kind of thing. And from my experience as a foreigner dating a Filipino, it's really not that different. As a foreigner, though, you need to be careful for scammers because there are some people that will, they just the common things. They just want you because they think you have money or comfort and that kind of thing. So if someone asks you for money in the first few conversations or has a story about the sick grandma or something like that, that is a no, no, no. Mark never asked me for anything. Never, even now, he don't ask me for anything, and we've been married for 6 months, and he still doesn't ask me for anything. So
I did one.
a washer. That was it. And that was just like a month ago. But does age matter in the Philippines? Does age matter?
For me, no, of course. But there's still a lot of Filipinos that it really matters to them. But I think once you find someone that you like, someone that you love, and someone that will accept you for who you are and who wants to grow old with you, age doesn't matter.
I used to think that age mattered. I know I've said this in a previous video that when Mark first messaged me and I asked him his age, we didn't talk for months because I just thought he was way too young. Like, what could I have in common with this young Filipino? And he was persistent. And the more we talked, the more we clicked. And honestly, to me now, age does not matter. Sometimes I worry about in the future when I am older, and like not able to do things like we do now. We go hiking and things like that. I worry, but I honestly got married because I believe in death do us part. So I think he'll always be there for me. And as of now, sometimes he even says I'm the immature one in the relationship. And I even tell people, I'm like, if you think that I got in this relationship to try to control somebody, you don't know him. Because that's not possible. But no, age doesn't matter to me anymore. I consider myself lucky that I have a young, beautiful husband.
Actually, before, I think my preference is old guys. Not because they're old. It's because of more of like a maturity thing.
Older
Because
older guys.
Older guys. Because I think matured, and I want someone who think matured too, you know.
Yeah,
And I always think that if I date a guy that is my age, what will happen, you know?
yeah, and a lot of the younger people, they still want to go out to bars and they want to party, and they don't really want to settle down with just one person. They want to like experience things, and I understand that's something I was worried about with his age. But like I said, I got to know him, and he wanted to find the one person to love, to marry, to start a family, and yeah, so I got lucky there. But I understand what he's saying because when I was his age, I did party and do all those things, and I got it out of my system to the point where I wanted to settle down and I wanted a relationship
Yeah.
that was going to be forever.
Yeah.
I wanted to date to marry.
Yeah,
So
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
and
had-
I've never been to a bar. Never been.
right. Is
I don't want to try that.
gay marriage legal in the Philippines?
Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no.
Yeah,
It's not.
it's not legal, but neither is divorce. So,
Mhm.
but they do honor, like we have an American wedding
Mm-mm.
or an American ceremony, an American marriage license, and they honor that. So he is seen as a married man in the Philippines. The Philippines has a thing called a holy union that is basically the same ceremony as a wedding, but legally
It's not yet.
it doesn't give you the same rights
Yeah.
that a marriage license
Yeah,
would.
I actually thought before that it's legal, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's-
and
That's sad.
in the beginning of us looking into weddings and things like that, we came across it and we researched it. And basically, the only point for us to do that would be just to have a ceremony here in the Philippines where family and friends could attend. But we decided not to do that. But hopefully, in the future, because the Philippines is coming a long way. Hopefully, in the future, they will have equal rights here. So, if you're in the gay community or the LGBTQ plus community or an ally, keep fighting for those rights because
Yeah.
it's only been legal in America for a little over a decade now. So, keep fighting. What do Filipinos look for in a relationship?
So we are more of like family. So we want to find someone that is loyal, faithful, and someone who wants to grow old with you. Someone that loves you so much.
Yeah, love. Of course, love. That's one of the things that attracted me to the Philippine culture is the family mindset and
Yeah.
the family orientation. And because I come from the mountains in Kentucky in the States and in the Philippines, I guess you could say the province, and we are very, very family oriented. I took care of my grandma for 6 years, kind of thing, and so that was important to me to
Yeah.
find that in a partner. And are all Filipinos scammers?
Of course not. And you guys have to remember that scammers are all over the world. It's not just in the
Everywhere.
Philippines. And how can I say this? I think because we live in a third world country, there are a lot of people that they do have choice, but they choose to do bad things, you know? And it was very sad, but I don't want to tolerate it. It's not a normal thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, not all Filipinos are scammers or Filipinas for that matter. But if someone's asking you for money in the beginning, that's a no. If you're 60 or 70 and some 20-year-old seems into you, like I hate to say it, but it's not about love there. Me and Mark have 20 years between us, but I can physically do everything he can do, and so that helps us and helped us fall in love even, the
Yeah.
things that we have in common because I'm young at heart. My niece calls me Peter Pan because I never grew up, kind of thing. But yeah, just be careful and get to know someone. We video chat at least 4 hours a day, every
Yeah.
day. So we've really gotten to know each other way before we met, and
Mm.
we've been together at this point several times. We're married now, so go figure. Are the things in the Filipino community that different from a Western norm? I will say no.
Oh, in terms of dating.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. You have good guys, you have bad guys, you have guys that want commitment, you have guys that don't. You want people that want hookup, you have people that don't. There are gay bars, gay dating sites, We met on a
Um,
Facebook
Facebook group, yeah.
gay community thing that was actually for foreigners and Asian
Yeah.
people. So, but it basically the same from my experience. It's just when I found Mark, we clicked and here we are today. What are some of the common challenges and obstacles faced for a gay person in the Philippines?
Common challenges for gay people. I don't want to say a lot, but it's kind of like that. Like what I told you, we are from a Catholic country, and people comments about you being gay, you being part of LGBTQIA plus, and I think most of them are old people from old generation that they are not used to see a gay guy or lesbian dating, you know.
Yeah, they still think it's, you're going to
It's
hell for
yeah.
that. Yeah. But that we still have a lot of that in America, believe it or not, especially
Mm-mm.
in the smaller towns and communities. So acceptance is kind of an obstacle. What about job discrimination or anything like that?
A job? I don't think so.
I don't
I don't
either,
think so.
because we see gay people working all
Mm-mm.
kinds of places and stuff. So
Yeah, it's just like some of the older generation, they will make you feel ashamed of yourself.
yeah.
Because I have experienced that. So
And I think a lot of people don't take gay relationships that serious because they can't get married, they can't adopt or anything like that here in the Philippines. So, I mean, obviously that's a challenge and that's rights that Filipinos need to fight for. Are there particular spaces or places that play a significant role in dating opportunity for gay people here?
there is, but
Yeah, we kind of already talked about
yeah, I
some of
met you
these.
on Facebook. I didn't use other platforms.
It's pretty much the same as the rest of the world, the way I see it. They have online dating, they have Grinder, they have bars. I want to take him to see a drag show, but he don't want to go.
I don't like
But
surrounded by so many people.
right, but I googled. We were in Manila, and I googled, gay bars near me, and there was so many. I was so shocked by it. So if you want to meet somebody at a bar, that's an option. Online's an option. Or like I said, like we went to when I got my car rental the first trip here, the guy asked if I had any friends. We've seen gay people pretty much everywhere we go. I think it's the same as the rest of the world, guys, to be honest. Do all Filipinos want to date foreigners?
Of course not.
What?
Because we are all
Obviously
different.
not, guys.
We are all Filipinos, but we are all different.
Like his personal preference is older
Guys, yeah.
guys, and
Because
he knew from the time that he knew that he was gay that he was more attracted to luckily he's more attracted to Western men because of
because Western country are more of like you can all be normal couple even though you're gay. You can be married, you can have a baby, and I want something like that. I want to be normal in people's eyes, and in the Philippines it's hard to say that it's going to be normal. I have experienced discriminations.
gossip.
Yeah, gossips. So yeah.
And I mean, you hear about like two guys that live together in an apartment, something like that, but they can't get married, they can't adopt. So that was a quality he wanted. He wanted to be able to get married, and it's not about living in the States because he doesn't care if we live there or here. He just wanted to be able to be legally married, not just say he has a husband, but have a husband, and we want to start a family, and we can do that. So, last question, guys: is dating a foreigner different than dating a Filipino?
I don't know. I don't know.
I got me an angel, guys. He married his first boyfriend.
Yeah.
So
luckily I didn't get the experience to be broken or to date Filipinos. I mean, it's okay to date Filipinos, but yeah, my preference is you,
right,
and I got you.
So, but from my experience, as a foreigner talking to and dating a Filipino, yes, it's different. Cultural differences. But the things that matter seem to be the same. So if you guys want to date a foreigner, this goes for Western people and Filipinos, I say go for it. What matters is that you both want the same things in life.
Yeah. And you
And-
have to spend time to know the person
Yeah, definitely. And like I said earlier, we chat
for so long.
every morning, every night.
Yeah.
And how many married couples that live together all the time talk 4, 5, 6 hours a day? I mean, I don't know of any myself.
Mm-mm.
So we definitely know each other inside and out. And that's what's important. Get to know the person. One thing that attracted me to Mark was in the beginning, I had asked him something about what's a dream, and he said he wanted, I think I said this in a previous video too. But
Yeah.
it was kind of like the hook that got me. He said he wanted to live in the mountains in a little house and have a little farm. And that's before he even knew that I lived in the mountains
Yeah.
in a house with a little farm. So I knew he was my person then. So that's all for this video, guys. We are going to go watch a movie. So we hope you guys have a good day. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. If you want to see more videos, just like.
Subscribe and ring the notification bell.
Yep. And that's it from us, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.